Hello. I hope all is well wherever you are. So I ended up putting in mini twists with braids at the roots or plaits at the root and then twisting out my hair. It was just a better deal for me. Now, the goal is to try to keep these in for the entire month of October. And I know typically in the past, my just taking the oil out of your hair. My twists haven't lasted that long, but since that is the goal for me, I'm going to try to not, mess with my hair as much. Let me just say this. I did trim my hair myself, and I do think I took more off on this side than I took on this side. And then my twists are not really even because I was trying to avoid a middle part, which I did a pretty good job. But I didn't want like a straight part with this right here because that's what like I always do. That's what a lot of us do. Like a lot of us do have the middle part constantly when it comes to separating our hair, only because you want it to be what's the word, symmetrical, is that the word I'm looking for? um and so you always do end up doing the middle part, so I really tried to do like row, just row by row all the way up, and then I separated this little bit by my ear and that little bit by my ear and continue to do row by row all the way up. And I wasn't gonna worry about it, as far as, if I cut too much off on one side versus the other side. Like I cut off a lot of hair, about like an inch of my hair. And I will say though, like I don't feel like I was cutting unhealthy hair because as I was doing each section, I didn't want to record it because, it was just already enough. I was already nervous about doing it anyway. And I wasn't trying to worry about also trying to get the correct angle and all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I just was like, no. But anyway, each section I took, I literally took the comb, and I did small section, took the fine tooth comb, and I went all the way up my shaft until it hit like I couldn't comb through it anymore. Once I met resistance, that's where I cut. And I ain't tripping. Like I didn't even trip. It's just hair. God willing, it would grow back. So I got some stuff coming on Tuesday to create some, oils and other hair products that I want to make myself to guide me on this journey. So this is like most likely the style that I'll be rocking for the next year. They may be smaller. They likely won't be bigger than this. This is like the length and the width that I like. And even if I'm trying to avoid them locking like over the next few weeks, like because the first is on Wednesday. I put these in on Saturday, yesterday. No, did I? Yes, I put these in on Saturday, and yeah, so I'll do a weekly update with how I go in and hydrate my twist. Like today I use rose water and glycerin, and I used a mix of leave-in conditioner and growth oil. I mixed those two, and I just put them on my hand. I did not like overdo it with my hair because I know when I introduce anything that's going to be super wet, the frizz is going to go nuts. I know that about my hair. So I was like, okay, if we want to try to make these twists last, and that's truly the goal, is to make these last for the entire month of October, I am just going to spray. I will spray my hair with whatever hairspray that I make, which I'll be making those this week. I want a morning one and a evening one, but they don't really have to be labeled like that. I just want to try different ones with different herbs that stimulate hair growth. I also have my scalp massager, which I haven't used that yet, because again, I don't know if that would disrupt things, but I do want to stimulate growth. So I will, somehow introduce the scalp massager. And maybe I'll just put my bonnet on and put the scalp massager on top of the bonnet. So I will figure that part out later too. But yeah, so this is essentially would be the style that I do. Oh, you know what? Maybe I still do got a middle part. Yeah, kind of, sort of. But it's okay. I ain't worried about it. I am going to wear this hair. And this is also keeping track of my length. So, hold on, because I might be a little tall. Okay. So this is where I am in the front, because this is the start of my length retention journey. And so these are my twists from the right side. This is how they look in the back. And I'm going to look straight ahead so I can see, so somewhere about right here. The goal is to get my hair down here. Okay, it was at my shoulder, but I want to dream big right here. Okay, and that is my goal length from now until I turn 40. I turn 37 next year, next February. And then this is my hair from the left side. And then we're back to the front. I really feel like I cut a lot of my hair off, but this is the end result. Even if it's a little lopsided, guess what? I'm gonna still wear my hair. I'm so excited for this journey, and I'm actually glad not to have anything extra in my hair. It feels really good to lay down with nothing extra in my hair. No yarn, no weave, no nothing. And I don't even know, you know what? I'm not going to say I would never put the yarn back in my hair, because I do love to play with the colors and stuff. So that's not something that I would never not do. But I do want to focus on length retention and growth. So for right now, though, I will be focusing on that. And let me just say, a quick update, if you make it this far, I had showed you all that I made my own night cream, and I've been using it. And so, my face is maintaining her thing, her health, her shine, her glow, even though I'm no longer using the Fenty night cream. And slowly but surely, hopefully I can, phase out everything else. And even if I eventually get rid of the daytime cream, because it does have SPF in it, doesn't mean that I can't actually get a facial SPF that I could just drop a dab into my product and put it on. So I may end up doing that. I'm just trying to lower the cost and lower the cost for myself, and then try to make as much as my skin and health care stuff as I can. I have this closet full of everything that I could need. So I really want to do this. So yeah, that is Breena's update, and I will see you around. Have a good evening. May this week be good to me and you. And until next time.